Ah! Here we came back playing this. Oh yes. Then walk back to the back and pick up the item to make sure that the chance opens a steady wind from the corner of my eye. My hair is burnt auburn, almost orange, and quite short. Long hair would probably be impossible over the times. The boy's uniform and lack of orange make her look thin and respawny. She's not particularly her murky green eyes flicker recklessly from below her short bangs even when she eats. The distance and the shadow make it seem like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within them like deep walls. She moves her feet on with the deftness no person would use their arms. Wait a second. However, I can see just how this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable at least. I hate to think about the word unnatural, but it's too late now, isn't it? Keep searching the cabin shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the silence grows too uncomfortable, so I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone in this late, or do you get the occasional visitor? Visitors, maybe. Visitors, maybe. You are my first occasional visitor. You are my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof if she's not horsing around. Horsing? She likes to do splits. Oh, and that's all I can think of to say. Both of us fall silent again as Wynn forks the last bit of her meal to her mouth. I look down at my horn and double check it with Misha's list. Seems I have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now. That's very nice for you. Don't feel obliged to say. I was about to take a nap anyway. You need to do whatever you're going to do with that stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you like to watch girls sleeping? I'm not trying to make it but look serious. Even if I did, I think I have to be going. Catch you around, Suzuka. You can call me in. I feel our relationship is at this point good enough to want this much. I was already trying to make my exit, but she draws me again. Fine then, I'm Hisao. Then you are. Stares at me on yeah, but I don't. She's not at me at all. Thinks a couple of times. I can't figure out why I paused like this just popped out between us out of nowhere. See you later, Hisao. There's something like a tiny smile there on her face. Maybe. I quickly back out of the room as I shut the door in front of my face. I whisper to myself, what has my channel turned into? It's just turned into playing whatever the heck I want to this. It's like all that shows up on my thinking channel. I need to play something else quick. I'm a tricky person. And my friends are gonna be like, what the heck are you playing? I'm like, nothing. First I hear muffled sing-song voice. I heard that. What did she hear? Oh no. I drove inside of appearance to Misha who I've not heard a poet despite the completely empty hallway. Because I actually got into jumping distance off from me without making a sound. Creepy. It briefly reminds me of Kenji's naughty theory about a global feminist conspiracy, but I pushed that thought aside. Shizune, standing slightly behind Misha, looks aloof, as she couldn't have heard the movement that drew Misha's attention, but Misha is very visibly excited. Now wait, more importantly, who's in there? There's no club meetings today. She tries to clearly peek past me, even though the door prevents her from seeing anyway. What are you doing here? You took so long to come check what's wrong. That's no good, He-chan. Oh no. Sure, you think I'm scoldingly. I found plywood, but everything is still missing because you are tardy. Oh, sorry. I got the things here. I was just going to bring them. I wonder. I think you worked some mischief, He-chan. Who was in there with you? I wonder. We just started saying quickly that she didn't put her own here a couple of times. Shune immediately pushes her way past me and opens the door into the classroom. I can only imagine the shock she is experiencing. While she's doing this diligence and attitude, the insolence of daring to deface school property by sleeping on top, it must be too much to bear. And indeed, she stares at Rin, frozen in place apart from the sight, but noticing trembling of her shoulders from suppressed rage, I'm sure. Instead of blowing up, Shune just takes a few deep breaths, adjusts her glasses, and slams the door shut, turning to sign fiercely at Misha. Jesus! Maybe she did blow up, but I can't understand it. She shoots a very low stare at me too, as if it was somehow my fault that Rin is somehow sleeping on one of the tables. Hope she's not getting any funny ideas about the reason of my tardiness. Hello? Rin's voice comes from the other side of the door, and it takes a few eye blinks to realize she might trip opening it. I open the door to find Rin directly behind it, looking at us with a half-interested, half-sleepy face. Hello? Miss Tezuka, what do you think you are doing? You have truly not permitted to use school property for such disgraceful activity. This show is only spread crowd. I didn't know it was this popular. It's hard to say whether she's happy or unhappy about this turn of events. Anyway, she ignores me, Shizune/Misha scolding, and I have no choice but to drop the issue. Shizune taps Misha's shoulder, disappointed at me and makes some quick signs. Popularity aside, please don't do it anymore. I don't remember their voices. Anyway, how is it? Will it be at the festival? Rin looks at them blankly, apparently at ease under the pressures Shizune's cold stare is putting on her. I keep wondering about that myself too. And? Well, think about it later. As Misha Shanzu replied to Shizune, her face turns into an unsatisfied and satisfied. I can't say that. Suzuka, please try to take this seriously. It'll be a disaster. The wall looks like someone threw up their lunch on it. Rin nods assertively. We'll think more seriously. Misha actually giggles at that, but Shizune doesn't, not even after translation. She just shakes her head, takes the material from me and takes off with Misha on top. Rin frowns thoughtfully as she looks after the retreat to the counter duo. How rude. It's true though, I must finish my project before the weekend. There'll be dire consequences if I don't. The end of the world as we know it. Like weekends usually are, more dire. Much more dire. Maybe I'll postpone my nap to unforeseen future. But I what project she has and what it needs to calculate the consequences, but she walks back into the art classroom. Since you have nothing to do, would you give me a hand? This paint can doesn't fit in my bag, but I need it. She slightly a huge can of paint that's lying on the floor next to the table she was sitting and sleeping on. It lets out a dull clang. Being the gentleman I am, I naturally pick it up. Heavy. Yeah, sure. What do you need to take it? Away. And then she takes off to the hallway. Me and the paint can following since there's no choice for either of us. The hallway is quiet and empty now. Shizune and Misha gone. Misha? Yeah, I can't speak anymore. So we two leave towards the stairwell at the other end. Every 10 or 15 or 20 steps I have to change the can from one hand to another because the thin handle cuts into my palm. At least it keeps my arm from tying too fast. Wind strolls on beside me with an uneven pace that I have trouble matching. Maybe I am walking weird because of the extra weight. It seems one of us is constantly walking too slow or too fast, and I can't figure out which. 2 flights of stairs below, Treble appears in the form of the head nurse and his fox-like grin. Oh yeah, best character right here. Oh, Mr. Nakai, I don't know his voice, I forgot. Not to mention voice change. Wait, I have voice. Oh, Mr. Nakai. I don't know. Ah, Mr. Nakai, what a happy coincidence. Tezuka too, of course. He nods courteously to Rin, who does not acknowledge him back, then turns to me, because it's obviously me who he has some business with. There was something I forgot to mention on Monday. I nod and wait passively because I can't even begin to guess what he forgot. The feeling of the handle delving deeper into my skin doesn't make me feel enthusiastic about this interruption either. It's about your medications. Since you haven't been that long with your current medications, there might be some unexpected side effects, which might require adjusting dosages or even changing to another kind of medication. So, we will do a few tests regularly, but what I want for you is to keep an eye on everything in your condition that feels off, if you get what I mean. Nausea, headache, anything, and come see me if something happens. Alright. So, how are you? Everything fine? I give up and drop the can to the floor before answering it. Finally, this takes longer than my biceps can handle. Hangle? Choke. I'm about to say something generic as an answer, but then I realized how often I've done that lately. Other people have asked me that too. Teachers and students here, my parents, visitors, nurses, doctors at the hospital. Everyone seems to be concerned about that. It's natural for a hospital, not so much for a school. Everyone seems to be concerned about that. Wait, what? This is a small school, and both the student base and the faculty seem to be very tightly knit. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. This is not the kind of school that gets transferred students too often. I'm just jamming out. This thought sends shivers up my spine, but I give a generic answer anyway. That's great. Also, one thing. My sisters told me that you've been at nights at school track, nor even the pool, so I'd like to know if you have taken enough exercising as I asked. Of course I haven't, but his way of inquiring gives me the feeling that I should have been running. Just straight for sight. Do you have people spying on me? Not as much. It's happened to know a few people, but that's not the issue here, so don't try to slip it out of it. Slip it out of it? Alright, since this is gonna end, so I'm gonna end it right here. Oh no, get that off. Can't see that. Oh, no! No, 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 no. You can't see that. Well, I was actually doing some improvised weightlifting as an exercise. I pick up and lift the can up and down a few times like some sad imitation of a bodybuilder, even though it's weighing down on my arms painfully. The stupid grin disappears from his face for a second and comes back like it was never gone. Tezuka, would you give us a stunt? I don't. Then describes me by the shoulder without waiting for Rin's permission, which he didn't need in the first place, and dragged me aside. When I told you to exercise, I wasn't joking. I understand that you're still on your first week and all, but please don't ignore the importance of this. The only reason I'm coming down this hard on you is that habits are not easy to form. The more you slip and postpone, the harder it'll be. The same with everything, like dieting. Can you promise me to be more serious about this from now on? Oh no, here's the thing. Crap. Crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh. I don't know. I don't know where I left off before. Pause a second. Alright, my dudes. I would decide to go with maybe. Because it's new. It's a new choice. And I don't know if this is when I'm reading this way, but I don't know if it tells me, you know, or whatever. Gives me a nasty sort of look when I say that, make me try to take back the words. I forgot that they get no volume. Whoops. I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to school. I promise to try though. Not very convincing there, here's how. Tip number 1. Medical professionals are not amused if you take their advice lightly. What's up with him? As if a day or two would make that much of a difference. I didn't do anything at the hospital either. Yeah, okay, sorry. He studies me for a moment, then shrugs, smiling again. Oh yeah, okay, that's more like it. If you go to school track tomorrow morning, you'll meet my spy who probably has no qualms offering consultation to you if you want to jog a bit. Consultation? Consultation. See you around. He leaves with a wave of his hand and no answer, and I walk to Rin, who has been waiting, idly leaning against the hallway wall, staring at the pale lighting fixture in the ceiling. Even when I approach, she doesn't move her eyes off them. Are you getting medication for your heart thingy? Were you listening? Sounds like more accurate, and I tend to accidentally lashing out on her. But even so, I don't really want to start talking about it. I just met her, I don't know her, it's not her business. The nurse seems to be happily ignorant about confidentiality too, talking about that kind of thing in public. But it's not Rin's fault, is it? I look up at her, suddenly feeling a bit guilty. But Rin is just staring past my shoulder, quizzically, her head tilted like a bird's. Sigh. I don't know why it's so hard for me. It feels like there is some inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront. There is some inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront about this. He's breaking the fourth wall. I think. Yeah, that's for my heart. Would it make you better? No, not really. It just makes me a little less worse. Rin keeps looking at me for a while longer. She neither says anything further nor displays any kind of emotion I could discern. Thankful that she doesn't. I think I'm still not quite used to all this. At the hospital, it's easy, but I still haven't showed my feelings about having to live a normal life with this disability. Can we get some music, please? Thank you. We leave the main building and leads us onwards towards the dorms. Even all the way down here. Can't hear anything. We stop at a small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. The dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground with a wall and a few trees that everyone has circled around every time they come or go. Probably the only inconvenient design in the school. The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered with some sort of a painting. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against the grey plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. Those are human faces and legs and hands. Can't quite say what the painting. Can't say what the painting as a whole might portray. Sides of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground beside the wall. See, the left is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I didn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up. And I went to meditate instead, then it was Sunday morning. I have to work on it, but the guys from our class are helping with negative spaces and base surface whenever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint big areas to do a lot of people with hands. To reach is better and it's faster too. She goes on a tangent of a tangent, waving a little with her arm or whatever of it. There actually, of whatever of it there actually is, to demonstrate, even though I got the point already. The way Colin of her sleeve flaps around it makes me think it could look sadder than it does. It makes me feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder of the student bases special copies has in the past few days. The girl doesn't notice my treated feelings, of course, or the fact that she lost me a while ago already and just keeps on blabbering. And so that's why I'm trying to figure out if it's something I need to figure out, and I figure that out before it's too late, and I hope it's lost. I wouldn't hope you're lost. This paint has to be painted, and then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. It takes time. She finally stops when I think she made some kind of a statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So this is your project. You did this. Yes, all of it. Yes, nice, but some of my words only for never walk straight into a minefield of political incorrectness. It's okay, you can say it. I probably won't get mad. I blush really hard. I'm not really the right thing to say. If any, people I'm way more sensitive than me is, which is really awkward. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. She blushes a little bit. I knew I'd noticed something. Man, I'm good at details. I almost got started, but isn't that hard to do? You got it guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm used to it by now. Can't get my run of fish brain, but seeing how that she usually like Filipino might not be a problem either. Neither of us are. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I want to see how it might look like in a dim light. Do you think it's flat? Yeah, well, paintings tend to be flat. Not like that flat, you know, flat like some people are. I know some you know, that shit. I know for good. Oh, I get it. I like that. I know for good. I think I do art. I can't name any artistic terms, so I don't have anything to say. The instructor saying is yourself while saying it. Looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. I don't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen. What the heck is that? Well, I'm not really sure if I can be any of help though. Just mixing some paint, you can do that probably. Do you have motor control problems like, you know, those people who have some cerebral palsy maybe? Not that I know of. I get it, her thinking has nothing to do with that. Excuse me until I look no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. So she turned into one by very naturally picks the wide brush between the toes of over very foot. I open a few up the cans, pour some of the cartridge, shallow bowls, and mix them. Thick faint flows lazily from the can to the bowl like soap. That must be really viscous. I mixed them, creating funny, hypnotic looking swirl patterns them out quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Whereas that's to work every now and then asking for a hand without the others. Finding different brushes easy enough to mix it to paint to the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision down to the last milliliter. Before she is satisfied by her instructions to obscure at the best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green, this green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, that's almost a whole splash. More white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the honest. I don't know. You lack an opinion. I was just that I have no idea. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. Pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. It's like I just feel like the color you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream. I can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. It's like the impossibility of the missing color, like the change of season to any. No, it's just being imposed on me. I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on past the wall feels like magic. I spend a moment to mix it. Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. I have a stroke. When I managed to produce a passable mixture of paint, the way I smile on the face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mix, I never said a word for a long time, even those short discussions soon evolved to a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird particle words for varied painting used, as if there was some need to conserve words and breathe, breath, and sound. Alright, so I'm done with this for today. That's why I'm recording this on the 13th.